Well, hello, my beautiful friend Robby. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing great. So, I got your message. This is going to be your free personal tarot reading, alright? Um, the only thing I didn't get was your favorite number and your favorite color, so I'm going to just wing it. For your name on Facebook, for every letter there's 15, and so I'm going to use the number 15, and your shirt is like neon green, so I'm going to use that to find your perfect background picture. Alright, my beautiful friend, I hope you are doing good today. Alright. So, you were intuitively, like, disappointed. You're currently disappointed, huh? But you're going to have a burst of energy. Someone's, using their charm on you, or trying to get away with that. Let's go in depth. Sorry I didn't get this out a couple days ago. I wanted to get all my Zodiac signs out so they all knew it was free before I started personals. And I have to kind of juggle between my kids' online schooling during the week, working, and doing this. So I apologize for the delay. But you were the first on my list. You're dealing with someone who's good with their money, not so good with their words. Actually, let me do one more. I usually do a 4-card spread for this. Okay. Okay, all the energy between past, present, and future is that you've been patient. Huh. Okay. Ooh, okay. New bottom of the deck. Aries. Emperor card. You've hit into your Emperor mode. Now, with this card here, I don't know if you know this, but regardless of what's between your legs, whether you're male or female, we have two energies, male energy and female energy. And this is the top level for the male energy, is Emperor. All right, it means that you've mastered the ability to control order and chaos. You know, like put chaos at bay and be able to basically tell the bear where it shits, right? Now let's talk about this. There, in the past, was deception. And it had you nervous, really, really nervous. So much so you felt kind of hopeless to the situation. And yet you were bored, okay? You were sick of being in that state of mind. So you went within and paid attention to the fact that there were secrets and deceptions around you. You paid attention to your intuition. Now, there's the moon card, which means that you also had to go to sleep to get downloads from the deceased, divine, or not divine, yeah, the divine, which is what some people call, their version of God or whatever, right? Now, I think that, I don't know, you ever like plug your phone in at night and you see that it's charging, it's recharging, right? but you left it on where it was recharging, but it was resting. You ever notice how in the middle of the night you get a ding, ding, ding? Like messages, notifications, updates? Well, we as human beings, we also get that. The only difference is we're not plugged into the wall. Okay? We're like an open Wi-Fi receiver. And whoever's talking to us is the hotspot. Now, currently you're disappointed, right? You're very disappointed. They have you in this energy, the fact that, you know, like what it says, you pierce my soul. I am half agony, half hope. So you're kind of currently dealing with a little bit of heartache. You don't know what to do. You are prospering. You really are. And people are going to come together to help you out. This Aries, Leo, and Sag is, might be a knight, but they're the Prince Charming of my deck, if that makes sense. I mean, he kind of looks like a zombified Billy the Kid, right? Bold, impetuous, and adventure. This guy, what he'll do, whether he's, this is just an energy, all right? He could be a girl as well. He will rush ahead of you, grab stuff, bring it back. Like, bring back the goodie bags and stuff. That's what's so nice about him. He's thoughtful. So you're dealing with someone who's thoughtful, and they're on their own path. They haven't fully grown, or if they have grown, they'd like to step into different tarot deck cards. Does that make sense? Now, your possible future, remember that is not set in stone and can change anytime you so choose it, is you're going to have an abundance of energy. And I believe you're getting this energy from this Page of Cups. You are being watched. It's a soft stalker. Someone's loving you from afar. But if you see that mist in the background, it's someone that you love that's watching you. All right. Normally, this is my how I usually interpret this card is this is a person who, like, say you're in school, they're sitting in class, and you walk in, and they got a crush on you. Oh, that person's cute, you know. Wonder what their name is. Teacher calls out name. Oh, that's their name. Okay, okay. I wonder what they like, what they dislike. I wonder what their favorite color is. You know, they start asking these questions, and they're watching you, but not in a creepy way, all right? That's what this card normally means. Now, if this was accompanied with the Devil card, then, yeah, it's a hard stalker. But right now, all I'm seeing and feeling from this card is a deceased loved one is watching you. And they're trying to get a message across, or they have. Now, you've got a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius in the mix, a page. This person is very inquisitive, headstrong, and very observant. They've been watching what's going on. This could be a child, all right, or someone who's childlike at heart. And they're watching you, and they know that whatever's going on, if you need help, you can go to them, and they will offer the Sun card and help you out of it. Now, it doesn't have to be a romantic getaway, you know, towards the sun, like how it seems right here. But what it is it's a hands up, all right. He knows, like, if you need food in the house, he knows where you need to go. You know, he's like that, and you're gaining enlightenment, hope, success. You're leaving the past behind, being rescued. Basically, I always get during this card. I always see Resident Evil #2, where she's running along the side of the building. All right, fourth energy. This is the fourth pile. Okay, I usually do 4 piles. And what this pile does is this is all the energy from past, present, and current possible future. And it ties them together. So you've been patiently, you're patiently waiting for your queen. Hold on. Okay, you're being very patient, right? There's arguments, severing of ties, you're fighting over something. And whoever you're fighting over that something with, they're fighting back. And here's how I see this card. You both are fighting over something. You both think it's important. But that something, your friendship, relationship, whatever, right, is crawling away. So from my viewpoint, because I'm a Libra, I'm thinking of this analytically. And what I see here is you both are fighting over something stupid and not realizing what you actually have, and that's crawling away. All right? But you are being patient, really patient with this person. You're going to try and come at them with a new approach now. You're also dealing with these two. The Queen of Swords. Now, she built her empire with the King of Swords, right? She didn't marry into royalty. Oh, fuck no. She built her empire from the ground up, just like he did. They were basically poor, right? They conquered together. Now, I feel that you have stepped into the Queen of Swords, and you're dealing with someone who isn't speaking to you. It could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Now, regardless of what your sign is, all right, once we hit Emperor and Empress and Emperor mode, we can step throughout the deck. So I can step into the King of Hazards, even though I'm a Libra, and really, that's just an energy. Okay? You also step in a Two of Swords, which I know that you are indecisive about something that's going on. Let's see what's going on with this. So someone's trying to charm you, and you're trying to transform, move to calmer waters. See, 2 transforming cards. You are contemplating, though, that you want quality in your life. And so you're making an effort to turn to introspection and realize that you've got to be cautious in regards to sharing your family traditions and your material wealth. You are going to be assertive, and yet you're going to celebrate that your hard work will pay off. You're going to gain security and balance while collaborating with your Empress or Emperor, right? Your other person. You're keeping your emotions under control, which is a challenge. It really is. You're trying to adapt to the fact that there's a rejection on the way or has already been here, right? I'm putting this puzzle together. You're the one who knows where these all go. Now you're going to find stability, gain skills, and there's your Emperor. Your person, whoever they are, they have reached their Emperor mode just like you. And they're your lover. But are they... I don't see toxic energy, so... I mean, other than the 3 of Swords, which is you're feeling a little bit of a loss. You're going to have courage, though, to open your heart and be generous in regards to your creative skills. But you are dealing with betrayal, past, present, possible future. Okay. You're going to awaken to it and realize that you have a choice. Now, the betrayal, it could be work-related, right? A stranger could betray you. Or it could be someone closer to your heart, family, friends. But you are taking your choices in moderation. Very perceptive, though, yes, in regards to what you want towards destiny. So you basically, my beautiful friend Robby, what's going on is you see destiny ahead of you. You see it, and you're going to grab it by the horns and claim it as yours. Right? You're not going to let it go. You know what you want, and you're going for it. And you have full clarity in regards to accomplishing what you want in this world. You're going to complete it. But you're not going to complete it without first hitting into a lot of temptations, right? It's going to, you're going to be tempted away from happiness. And it's going to keep you waiting. But you're going to prepare. Yes, you are. You're going to prepare and you're going to accomplish a shit ton. You've hit Empress mode. Nice. There's a mystery, though, with your Empress. There it is. But they are your hope, your wish fulfillment, and you're going to start fresh. So you're going to start a new beginning, right? You're going to get an extra pep in your step. You're not going to let shit hold you back because you're going to be on the move. But I think when I say on the move, I mean you could be moving, traveling, or you could not be on the movement towards your career, knocking out goals like it's nothing. All right? And you're going to discover that even though you have a shit ton of anxiety, you're not going to let that hold you back from the positivity that's entering your life. And you're going to be sharing a revelation with the person that you love, with your family and friends. You're going to create something, and it's going to shake the fucking world. All right? It's going to shake the world. It just is. You are born for greatness. It might not feel like it right now, but let me tell you something. You are. Okay? You're meant for so much more. And you give and give and give, and other people just keep taking and taking and taking. And, sometimes when you give, you feel like that's not fair. Like, why do I have to be the only one giving? Why am I the only one making sacrifices? What the shiitake mushroom, man? Like, and then you feel like you want to go into hermit mode, and you're kind of in a Eight of Swords, stuck in your head a little bit, because, I mean, who else is safer? That's like the best safe spot right now. But really, it's not. You're just keeping yourself trapped away and not experiencing what life has to offer. And you've only got one fucking life, right, Robby? You got one life. So create your fucking bucket list. Do everything and anything that you so choose and desire. All right? That makes you happy, speaks to your soul. You don't have to be defined by what other people think you should be. Hell no. You're an emperor. Okay? And there are strings attached. And you're in hermit mode. But you're also going to be collaborating with someone. 3 of Cups. Okay? Could mean 4 things, right? You got married. Congratulations if that be the case. That's amazing. All right? And you're just trying to keep your relationship down on the low. Could mean, number 2, that you got someone pregnant. You're creating something with someone else. And this child's going to be amazing if that be the case. The third one is that at work you're coming together. You're coming together with a work colleague. Not in a sexual sense, but more in the sense of you were teamed up to create something to blow your superiors' minds and help the company that you're with, right? Now that could be a possible. The fourth one is this, and I really believe that you are creating something at home that as soon as you get done with it, you're going to change the course of reality, right? And it's going to go in your favor because, God, you completed, you got your destiny card. You're claiming that shit. So it could be one of those 4 things. You're gonna ripple time. Okay? You're gonna ripple time. You are destined for greatness. But don't let that go to your head. Still stay stumble. Still stay humble, all right? You're going to stumble, obviously. We all do, okay? Now, if you're creating something great, like say you're writing, and I feel like you could be writing because you're going to be victorious, right? Gain victory and success overnight. But it's not going to be overnight. Does that make sense? And you're going to be putting a lot of effort into this, and then you're going to release it, and it's going to be a roller coaster. But after going through all of that shit, it's going to feel like it was overnight afterwards because you're going to be so exhausted. And you are juggling a lot of responsibilities and waiting for the cavalry to arrive. You're stepping into Cancer energy where you're traveling. You're saying, fuck you later, alligator. I'm out. I'm Eddie Spaghetti and out of here. Towards your wish fulfillment. And yeah, along the way, you're going to deal with poverty, financial loss, and anxiety. Shit, that's just unavoidable. But you are going to take in the positive and negative criticisms, okay? And what that is that you're going to be indecisive. 2 Swords card, right? Now, this guy here, I don't understand why he's using those weapons, because zombies are not deaf. But if they were, which would be funny and hilarious, right? It'd be a different scenario. He wouldn't have to have a blindfold on. But I say that if you're stepping into this mode, do it quietly. This guy's loud as fuck. Use a katana, you know? Take that from me, Sean. Take a machete from Jason, you know? Jack Freddy's hand glove. Maybe even Daryl's crossbow. No matter what, you're going to have to take in all of this indecision. You don't know what to do. Do I go left? Do I go right? Up and down? Side to side? XYZ? Happy to be, you know what I mean? But you're gonna take from different viewpoints and you're gonna put together. It's like, let me use an example. I've spent the better part of this year putting together a manual for my security company that I have yet to build. Okay, I wanted to do that so that when I go to pay for my license to renew it and then pay for the business, I should have something to show. And I have a book. I created a book for the company so that they know that I am serious. Most of it is just resources and referencing. It's a security guard company book, right? Obviously, it's not the best, but for me, it's a stepping stone. And for you, you're going to be taking the input of others and you're going to change it and filter it to something that you like. You are the boss here, okay? Which will lead you to your 9 of Cups. But currently, you are stuck in your head. Now, you're going to be talking with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, 9 of Swords, right? Now, this person is brave, ego, and lack of emotion. Obviously, you can see that at the bottom of my card because I write those so I remember because I have a short-term memory. But every time I see this card, right, every time, you know what I think of? Okay, Robby, close your eyes and listen to what I have to say. This is what I think of. Imagine that you're the ocean, right? Calm, it's sunny, it's beautiful out. Oh my God. You hear the seagulls. Oh, it's nice. You're feeling warm on the surface and cool underneath. Just slowly rocking back and forth. And out of nowhere, a little cloud appears. This little cloud is the 9 of Swords. This is a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. They're going to come in as a cloud. And they're going to gather more and more and spread wildly. Like, the clouds are going to, like, I've seen it happen. It's crazy in real life. It's how beautiful Mother Nature is. This cloud, this Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, this 9 of Swords comes in, and suddenly there's a thunderstorm above you, and you're rocking harder and harder and harder, and you're just like back and forth, and you're like, oh my God. You know, electricity's filtering from the cloud through you and back up. Like continuously, like your waters are shaken, like permanently for a minute, right? Oh, it's crazy. Hurricane. Oh. No longer can you hear the peaceful the peaceful seagulls or feel the sun on you. It's rain and it's hard to see and it's miserable for you, right? Then, as fast as this Knight of Swords came in, they leave. Are you the same person you were? Are you the same body of water you were before they came in? If you say yes, I'm sorry, but you're not. You've changed. They've changed you without changing you. They shook you to the core. All right? And I don't think they did it to be an asshat. No. They did it for a reason. You needed to know what was going on, and they kept their cool, which led you to your 10 of Cups. All right? Peace, contentment, family. You know? There you are. No, I'm just kidding. That's not you. That's the craziness in the world is trying to pull you back. And you're just sitting here on the beach with your family, right? Friends, just enjoying your time. You're completely altered, but in a beautiful way. And you have options now. And you've got a boss lady who, when she hired you, if you are working, maybe this is a past. You know, this is a timeline where you'll know where the cards fit and I don't. But what I see here is this boss lady, past, present, or possible future, you know. She's going to hire you, or she has hired you, or, you know, she just hired you. And you're working your ass off, but what you don't understand is that she's hovering behind you, right? You don't like that. Constantly watching you. Do you know why? Because when she hired you, she saw something great in you that you didn't even see in yourself. She looks to the managers above you, the supervisors, and she sees them fucking texting and playing on their phones constantly, right? But she looks at you, and you not once pulled out your phone on that work floor. It's an example. All right? Not once. She knows that as she keeps throwing more stuff on you and keeps being harder on you, she knows that you can take it. And it's not because she wants to be a jerk. She wants to grow you within. All right? Experience and all. She plans on walking into that office of the supervisors and managers, and she knows what they're doing. She's going to pull a lever like Mr. Burns does and drop them down into like a pit hole with their little box of goodies, you know, their office supplies that they stole, and send them out with the chute. Because she's going to give you that. She sees an asset in you. This could even be a family member too that sees you like this. It's been a little hard as well. But you know, as soon as you step in that office, you're going to have to go to the store and buy some boards and nails and seal up that hole so you don't end up sliding out too. Now, there is someone who has severe passion for you. Gotten the motivation and all. But you're at a little bit of a dizzy moment. You don't know whether you should go left or right. You do know that there is competition, but here's the thing, is that you shouldn't have to compete with no one. No one should ever throw you in that situation. Do you know why? Because the only person, my beautiful Robby, that you should be competing against is yourself. Okay? Now, I'm serious. Well, what do you mean, Libra Empress? Well, here's what I mean, okay? Get a piece of paper and pen. Write down your goals. Write down the mini steps and accomplish those goals. Knock that shit out of the ballpark. That's what you should be competing with yourself to make yourself a better person. And you're forever evolving, and you know, the world's going to continue, but you're going to complete what you got to do. There's going to be a death card, obviously, but not in the sense that you think. Not in the sense that you think. This is a transformation card. You're going to be transforming. You are going to step into the King of Swords, though. You are. You're going to be Very judgmental and authoritative because you're going to be your own fucking boss. You're going to rock the world. And you're going to gain recognition and hard work for your, gain recognition for your hard work and skills. You are. It's unavoidable. And you're going to do it with your lover. Now make sure, because, I mean, look at this card, okay? Most people don't look at my cards. They love each other, right? This is romance, sex, and blinded by passion. This is a Gemini you're dealing with, or, you know, you are. I don't know what your sign is. What I do know is this. She ripped out his heart and is diverting him with a kiss. And he's over there kissing her back and spraying her vagina with vagina spray because obviously he don't like decaying tuna fish. Okay? My point is this, is that if there was no romance, no sex, and no passion that was blinded, right? If there was none of that, would you be with this person? Do you have anything concrete holding you together, like a friendship? I feel that at one point this person betrayed you, right? Took too much from you. But ultimately, you're going to be able to sit down with them. You are. You're going to be able to sit down with them and talk. Or maybe this is someone you haven't talked to in a while. And you're able to, you know, talk and work out your differences without sitting and screaming at each other. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius, but I know for a fact you're finding balance. You're going to be completing your tasks. And you're going to celebrate. You're going to celebrate your destiny. And you're traveling. And you're going to be going and dealing with a Libra or a court system. But I think that has some, I don't think that has any negative precautions on you unless you are taking your lover to court. Okay? You're going to be an entrepreneur. You are. Somewhere along the line, you were dealing with grief. Someone passed. Now, all these people, they know what you're going through. They don't understand what you're going through, all right? They don't. But you are being watched. There is a player card around you. In normal tarot deck, this guy is like Prince Charming, and I think I already explained that to you, that the roles were reversed between the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. The reason why I see this as a player card in my deck is because even though he's romantic, adventurous, and very moody, this is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, by the way, he'll take your heart and skip town. And that in itself will leave you struggling and juggling because you're getting what you want out of a situation, but you're not getting what you need. So you're going to say your piece. Remember to think about what you're going to say and how you're going to say it to whoever you're going to say it to, all right? I think you're going to say it to this Queen of Cups. She's very devoted, right? Emotional, intuitive. But she's a bit of a party girl, and that's the issue. You want to give your cup of love to someone. So you're going to be moving to calmer waters and stepping into the Fool card. Not a fool. There's a difference between the fool and a fool, right? A fool is an insult. The fool is like a high regard. You're releasing that mental baggage you already have. You took a snow shovel and shoveled out all those boxes of bullshit that's holding you back. Because when you enter into a new relationship or start over with someone, even though it's going to be fucking hard, oh God, it'll be hard. Trust me. And you're feeling it too. It'll be hard, but you're not going to let that bog you down. Alright, you got an extra pep in your step. Alright. Let me get my cards out. Like, I have this skeleton thing that's got for Halloween like 8 years ago. That's a year-round decoration, by the way. That isn't just for Halloween. That's because my anniversary is on Halloween. Like my favorite year. This month's not going to be super bad. I don't feel that it is. Let's see if I can find something. I'll reshuffle and look a little bit deeper. All right. I'm going to do shuffle on each. There's other spreads. I don't remember all of them because it's so much information. But what I can do is do each of the spreads real quick, talk about it further in depth, what's going on. Okay. Your reading is going to be really long. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Does that make sense? I always like my first readings to be longer because then I can hear more about what's going on and connect with the reader. But I know that there's this one reader, I don't remember her name, and she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry my readings are so long. I know that you guys complain," and I read one of the comments. And they're like, "Yeah, I wish it wasn't so long. I have to do housework and I have to sit here and listen to you." And I'm like, I don't even know if I commented on it, but I did comment. I did comment on my other YouTube channel. I was just like, throw some damn earbuds in, plug that into your phone, stick it in your pocket, and listen to her while you're fucking working. Multitask. Multitask. I do that. Alright. One, 2, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay. Alright. This card represents the central issue of your relationship. Obviously working hard, right? Or maybe it's the fact that even though you're working hard, they're not working hard. Could be vice versa. That card as well. This is a clarifier for us. So there's been a lot of patience, gain, and progress. This card represents how you see the other person. You see the other person as caring and sharing and whatnot, right? Clarified with traveling. They're traveling. They're always on the move. This card represents how they see you. Temptation. That's a clarifier. You're tempting. You're very tempting. I wonder if they see you for your money, because you're very quiet, but you're good with your money and also good with your words. This card represents unknown influences on your relationship. Celebrations. Quiet celebrations. You're going to be doing that modestly and moderately, right? This card represents how you want the relationship to go. You want it to move along. Clarified with this, you're going to make a decision, you know, be very diplomatic in the fact that when you make this decision, you're going to use your heart in the decision-making process. This card represents who can help your relationship. Betrayal and 3 of Cups. That is so anticlimactic. I'm sorry. It's like 2 opposites that are pulled together. What it's saying is the betrayal can't help your relationship. Okay? You've got to come together and work together. Okay? So it's not just you doing it alone and not them doing it alone. You got to come together. It's a 50-50. The only way I see it being like 90-10 would be if one person's sick and the other person's helping the other person out, right? But you're going to have to work together to... You're going to have to work together. This card represents who can... Well, the challenges actually in your relationship. So there's challenges. The challenge is that you have someone from your past or they have someone from their past. This card represents the outcome of your relationship. You're going to adapt to the choices that are around you. Alright? You're going to adapt. Okay. Bottom of the deck is Empress. You're finding, you're contemplating about your Empress. Okay. Here's a 15 card spread. Your creativity will be victorious. Alright? Your destiny is on fire. You're very passionate about your destiny. You're going to get financial help. Now, 5-5 from the undead. Think of Pinky and Brain Song, right? That's what I think of every time I see that. You're going to world dominate with your partner. Now, you're going to awaken to this tower moment and make a choice. You are. That's just how it's going to be. Okay? Whether you like it or not, you've got to make a decision. And this is going to be either a good tower or a bad tower. It all depends on your perspective, whether the glass is half full or half empty. You're going to be very generous with your cups. You are. But you are very full of anxiety in regards to start a new beginning. You're looking for quality in your Emperor. You're trying to keep your emotions under control in regards to wealth and family. Now, you are no fool to the fact, like not the, like a fool, right? You're not a fool, and you are watching what's going on in regards to the rejection that's going to head your way. And I feel that that rejection is, you know how you work really hard or something and then you get turned down and then you feel like giving up. But what you really should do is not give up. Keep trying. Now you're going to discover that there are going to be strings attached in regards to that aspect. You're going to have the courage to overcome this indecision, the energy to transform, the perception to avoid poverty. You've been there, done that. You know what to do. Now there's going to be a little bit of disappointment in regards to parts of your destiny, but you're using your intuition, connecting with the divine, the dead, your ancestors, guardian angels, whoever, right? You're connecting and you're waiting for a word. Bottom of the deck. Adapting. Alright, that's your 15 cards. Let me separate these real quick. Get on to the next spread. Shuffle. Oh, backwards. Okay. I'm a little OCD on putting my cards together. Now, okay, now shuffled. You should see me before the video. Spend an hour shuffling. I'm just trying to meditate and listen to music to get in the mood. That sounded weird. So, here I'll share a little story with you while we're waiting. Hope you don't mind. I'm not a tarot robot, so I'm a human being. So, a couple years ago, I had these missionaries come by, right? They were talking about how missionaries from the LDS church, right? The Mormons, basically. I hate being called Mormons, by the way, nowadays, so I'm still going to call them that. Because, yeah. Anyway, so these missionaries came by. They're two, wonderful ladies. I'm not used to lady missionaries because my whole life it's always been gentlemen, missionaries. But these lady missionaries came by and they were talking about how God speaks to them when they're sitting, in quietness. And as they're saying that, all I could think of was, that's not the only time he talks to you. He sends songs that speak to your soul. For me, the one song that I really like, no matter what, I freaked my husband out. We were at Job Corps out in Clearfield, Utah, 2012, right? And I think my first time away from home. And every fucking morning, only one song would come on in the radio. And I told my husband, after we had met and married, well, maybe before too, I told him no matter where I'm at, that fucking song comes on. And it's usually when I'm upset and really sad. He didn't believe me. He did not believe me. And then he started turning the radio on around me. Every time we got in the car, that fucking song would come on as he turned on the radio and he looked at me. He was like, son of a bitch. Every time we're in the car. What are you upset about now, woman? Just stressing over finances as usual. But I actually, during each reading, I will listen to that song. And that's God talking to me through it. He talks to a lot of people through music. Through anyway, actually. And when I do these readings, I'm not connecting to guardian angels. They got enough shit on their plate. But I talked to him. Well, when I told those missionaries that, they were like, wait, he talks to you through music? Like, they were so dumbfounded. Like, yeah, weird, right? Not really, but for them, it was a shocker because most people, they're usually meditating or quiet and they hear their inner voice, the spirit, and God. I mean, if we were to hear, no, this is just like a hypothetical rumor. Well, not a rumor. I don't know if it's factual, but I have heard that if God were to actually speak in his natural voice, it would be so great that it would actually collapse our brain. But to each their own, you know. What's great about everybody is the fact that we all have our own way of oh, let me let my cat out. So what's great about all of us as human beings is that we are all beautifully unique in our own way. Okay, next layout. Do the gravestone. The issue in your life is that you're contemplating. You're making sacrifices. You're contemplating whether you should make sacrifices in regards to your future, right? God, I swear that cat's bipolar. She wants in and she wants out. This card represents unforeseen forces in your relationship or acting on that question, creativity. This is your clarifier. You're stuck in your head. Should I continue or... Oh God. You're stuck in your head and a 2 of Swords, right? This card represents how other people affect you. They affect you with their charm. And yet you're finding balance or trying to find balance. You're dealing with Sagittarius somewhere along the line. Okay. This card represents the circumstances affecting your life. Choices. And you're choosing to move away to calmer waters. Declutter. Remember that snow shovel. Winter's coming. You need an extra space in your brain for positivity and things that make you happy. I think I feel that you're ultimately done with all the bullshit around you. You want to move away from that and move to something better. You deserve better. You've gone through so much in your life. So many hard karmic lessons. This card represents who or what is available to help you. You, new beginnings, starting fresh. Look at that. You're making a choice to move to calmer waters, to start fresh, release that mental baggage, which will give you your wish fulfillment. Hell yeah. Now this card represents the outcome of your question. Yeah, your Emperor. And he's giving you strength. Possible Leo or Aries energy there. Alright. Let's shuffle. To the next spread. Alright, that's shuffled. Do you ever, like, sit outside and stare at the stars and wonder what the future holds for you? I feel like you meditate a lot too, in a good way. If you tried astral projecting, there's some great astral projecting sites or videos on YouTube. You might want to also seek out your, what is it called? It's like your number or whatever, right? God, there's one reader, I don't remember his name. I'm subscribed to him. He's amazing. He's been doing, I think they're lifetime numbers. My lifetime number is 7. No, yeah. Yeah, my lifetime number is 7. My favorite number is 6. So, like, there's a website. I'll have to find it and I'll send it to you. All you have to do is enter your birth date and it'll tell you which life number you are. And it'll help you out a lot with what's going on with you. I don't know your birth date. So, I'll shoot you the website. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. This was going to be the eyeball. Sounds weird, I know. So this card represents the previous month. So last month, September, you got wish fulfillment, right? And you thought it was with the player. This card represents an overview of the current month. So you're currently happy this month, but you might not feel like it, but there are small things that I know that make you happy. Because you're calling judgment. This card is the first week of this month for you. You're working, you're manifesting, and dealing with a lot of grief. Loss of a loved one, maybe. Loss of a relationship, situation. You're grieving. And it's not feeling like it's not letting it up. This card represents the second week. You're very enthusiastic about fighting for what's yours. This card represents the third week. There's temptation, and you're feeling possessive over your time, energy, and whoever you love. This card represents the fourth week. You're in contemplation in the fourth week of this month over the Three of Swords. This card could mean one of three things, right? You're cheating, they're cheating. 2, you're bitching about them to family and friends, or they're doing that about you. The third one is a toxicity is overhanging over your relationship. Something that takes priority over your relationship. Drugs, alcohol, porn, gambling, video games, money, for instance, or being a workaholic. Possibility for next month is you're going to be full of anxiety over starting a new beginning. But you're going to be meeting a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, right? Someone who is very responsible and determined, but you're going to start fresh. It's not going to be easy. Fuck, life's not meant to be easy. But here we are in life, and, you know, we just got to keep trying to upgrade and keep moving on. And when I say upgrade, I'm not talking like keep replacing your partner or stuff like that, you know, and not being ever satisfied. I'm talking about evolving around the revolver. Revolving. It's weird. Alright. This is the last spread. It's going to be Severed Head. Actually, I like this one. This one's pretty decent. Okay. Yeah, 7 cards, bottom of the deck. Discovering. You're discovering. Belongs to you. You're discovering. I think you're discovering that, well, I feel actually that you're discovering that there's so much more to this world than what we see. You know? Oh, yeah, I diverted from the astral projection. I'm sorry. If you do that, there was this one lady I was watching on YouTube. I don't remember her name. But she said that if you're going to do that, put something on your ceiling that you can focus on while laying on your back and listening to the meditation music. You can even do it in a quiet room without any music, right? And you just focus. You know, she said you can do semi-dark room, you know, where there's a little light, but not super bright. She says that she puts a dot on the ceiling and she focuses on that. She relaxes her body, listens to her breathing, focuses on her breathing while staring at this dot on her ceiling that's above her head. Okay, she puts the dot there. And she'll lay there and she'll focus on that dot, and then she'll slowly drift off, right? And as she's drifting off, she's still like she's not like drifting off into sleep. She closes her eyes and she's focusing on that dot still. She still sees it in her mindset, but her body, she starts to relax her body one part at a time. Like, she starts with her like legs and works her way up. And yeah, you know, when you're sleeping, your body shuts shuts down certain parts, so you're not walking around, you know, when you fall off that cliff in your dream, right? So then she says to not freak out, because after you're calm and your body seems to think that it's asleep, you'll start to feel a vibration. To not freak out, keep calm. And what she does is that dot that's above her head, she will pay attention to it. And she will imagine next. She'll imagine a rope dangling from that dot. And what she will do is she will lift her arm up, not her physical arm, but her spiritual arm. And when she does that, she's able to pull her spirit away from her body. I mean, you're still connected by that cord, but you know, you feel light, and you just got to keep calm throughout the whole experience, and you can travel to wherever you want. It's crazy, like in a good way though. But if you are planning on doing that, if that's something you're interested in, be very careful, because you know, there's been a lot of people that have ended up in wrong situations doing that. Okay, and there are different dimensions and whatnot, you know, besides ours. So be very careful. And then when you're going into the astral realm, that's like 5D. You can travel everywhere, and you'll see some stuff that'll freak you the fuck out. But just stay calm and pretend like pretend that you don't see them. Because you know, you don't want them to know that you can see them. Could be bad luck. Like, the best way I can explain that is, like, I don't know if it was like The Conjuring, or I think it was Insidious. No, I don't know the name of the movie. I watch them and they all start blending together. But that's what I'm thinking of. Okay, so this card is the primary issue in your life. Transforming, right? And growing. This card represents the distant past. You are very sharing. You're sharing as you travel. You know, giving rides to people to work. Maybe on the way to work helping people out if you were walking. You're just very caring. This card represents the recent past. That's Six of Swords. You're leaving the past behind, shoveling out all that negative energy and transforming. And I believe you're traveling away from a narcissist, a puppet master. Yeah, distant and recent. This card represents what's currently going on. Quality. You want quality. You want to work together, group effort and whatnot. This card represents the immediate future. There's going to be a collaboration at work. This card represents the factors that will affect the outcome of the issue. It's going to be assertive traveling, but it's going to be a good working together experience. Maybe you're, you know, I said that you were going to be an entrepreneur. Maybe you already are starting on that. Like, here's an example. DoorDash. I do DoorDash. That's why it got me 2 days late on doing this reading. I'm sorry. But I don't work for DoorDash. I affiliate with them. I work with them to help bring food to customers, right? So you're going to be working group effort. You're assertively working on something amazing with a partner. This card represents the outcome. You're going to charm them. But you're also going to be possessive in regards to your humbleness. Okay? And then you're going to be discovering that a past person wants to come back. Okay? Alright. Thank you so much for listening to me, my beautiful Robby. I appreciate you joining our Zodiac family. I hope that you enjoyed your free reading. And anytime you want to vent or talk, I'm always here. Alright? Have a wonderful and safe day. Okay? Bye, my friend.